First lady, she gives and she just keeps on giving, y'all. She gave us a beautiful speech today. And it couldn't have been more ridiculous. Like I honestly wish I was joking. This was your I'm not even gonna change the setting on here. I was gonna speed it up. Oh, it is sped up. Yeah, I'm gonna just leave it at 1. No, you know what? I gotta speed it up, otherwise it'll take forever because she talks slow. Her English isn't great.
Right, because when they said she said all that, I'm like, well, did she actually say all that? Because her English is
She did. And it's not that bad. Her English isn't that bad. She's not
every time I've heard her talk, I was just like, bitch, did you just come to this country yesterday?
I mean, this is the thing. I don't like that because people say that, but it's like, dude, she's an immigrant. There's plenty of immigrants who've been here for 50 years, 60 years, can't speak a lick of English. Like, it's just the thing. It's just how it is.
Yeah, she's not a poor immigrant, and she's in high society.
Poor or not, there's plenty of.
She has access to good teachers.
What's her name? Ariana Huffington, Zsa Zsa Gabor. Like, there's plenty.
She just had a thick accent. I'm talking about
Zsa is not from here. She wasn't from here, and she had.
No, I know she isn't, but I'm just saying she just had a really good English accent. I think her English was
very good English. No, she didn't. And
no, it's just that you couldn't hear her through her accent. No, don't put Zsa Zsa in the same category.
It was part of her appeal. Is exactly what it was.
Don't put her in the same category.
I'm not putting her in the same category. Y'all just are fucking hypocritical as fuck when y'all do that.
I'm not being hypocritical. How am I being hypocritical? I said she had access.
When you make fun of this lady's accent.
Yeah, fuck her. I'm not making fun of her accent. I am not making fun of her accent. First of all, you're saying the wrong thing. I didn't say accent.
You asked me a question. Why? How are you doing it? And I'm telling you how it's being contradictory and hypocritical is because the reason you don't fuck with this bitch is because of her husband and her crazy ass ideals and the way they're treating immigrants and how they feel about minorities. And then to make fun of her because she's an immigrant and how she sounds, like that to me is just a bit hypocritical. I just feel
I'm not making fun of her grasp on the English language.
Like
there's
I said,
a big difference, and you're not trying to see that difference.
Otherwise, if she sounds just fine. Otherwise, we wouldn't know what she says.
I don't know what the fuck she'd be saying. Speak for yourself.
If you don't understand this,
good afternoon. The lies linking me with the disgraceful Jeffrey Epstein need to end today. The individuals lying about me are devoid of ethical standards, humility, and respect. I do not object to their ignorance, but rather...
Mind you, this is sped up 1.5. Like, just so you know.
Yeah, because I know she talks.
I actually have to speed this up a little bit more. Just because I don't want to be sitting here listening to this bitch talking about it all day.
Reject their mean-spirited attempts.
But also, it's a 6-minute conversation. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to like watch that either. Like, but I'm going to 1.5.
To defame my reputation. I never been friends with Epstein.
She sounds like a normal fucking
Donald
person.
And I.
The first thing she came out and said was, "I've never been friends with Epstein."
I never been friends with Epstein.
We got the emails.
Donald and I were invited to the same parties.
Emails.
No, I think
we have our emails.
I think you're missing the point here. Nobody asked her this.
No, I'm not. I'm not missing the point because I didn't get to it yet, nigga. I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying that. What are you talking about, my nigga? Like, what are you talking about?
You just said I'm missing the point, and I'm just commentating on what she's saying right now.
I'm saying you're missing the point on what I'm trying to throw down here, which is we're in the middle of a war.
I 100% understand that the whole point of this video is that she started saying this shit and nobody asked her to say anything about Jeffrey Epstein at all. She just randomly came out with this shit today, and it's like, bitch, why are you talking about Jeffrey Epstein? What's going on? Why did you bring this up? No one asked you this. So no, I'm not missing the point. I'm just commentating on what she's saying right now.
Well,
stop being argumentative, bro.
I'm not being argumentative. What I'm trying to do is I'm running a show. So look, let me explain to you. I'm running a show. The show, people need to see it because guess what? People ain't seen all this shit. So I'm trying to let it be said and listen to it so they can hear what's being said, and then we're gonna commentate on it. So I threw it up in the air for an alley-oop. We listen to it, and then I throw it. Then you throw it down afterwards. Like that's what I mean by you're not catching what I'm throwing down. So like I'm throwing it up there, and it's just coming off the side of the backboard. It's bouncing off the back of the hoop.
You don't want live commentary. Okay, play the video then.
I'm playing. It is live because we're live, and then we're gonna commentate on it after to play the video.
You don't want live commentary.
It's very simple. I'm not being a dick. I'm not being argumentative. I'm trying to run the show like a show. That's all I'm trying to do. It's a show.
As Epstein from time to time, since overlapping in social circles is common in New York City and Palm Beach.
Pull up the video.
To be clear, I never had a relationship with Epstein or his accomplice, Maxwell. My email reply to Maxwell cannot be categorized as anything more than casual correspondence. My polite reply to her email doesn't amount to anything more than as any social circles.
This is what I was looking for right here.
In New York City.
Anybody notice that? So again, this is a impromptu conversation that she decided to have alone. Because this is not a press conference, ladies and gentlemen. This is not something that was scheduled. She just said, hey, tell everybody I'm going outside and I got something to say. Now, how do I know that for a fact? One, that the reports were the press started asking while she was talking. The press started calling people who were close to the president, were actually with the president at the time. They were in the war room dealing with the war, and they said, we don't know what you're talking about. They didn't know that she was doing this shit, and all they could say was she never knew Epstein, or she didn't know him, or whatever. Now, this is the other proof that I have. Look to the right shoulder behind the FLOTUS.
Overlapping in social circles is common in New York City and Palm Beach. To be clear, I never had a relationship with Epstein.
2 o'clock shades guy was like, hey, I got my job to do. I don't know what y'all talking about. I got a job to do. Y'all talk about the first lady got to talk about. Nah, I don't give a fuck, nigga. I am getting these shades up. You see these shades? I gotta have them up at 2:30.
To be clear, I never had a relationship with Epstein or his accomplice, Maxwell. My email reply to Maxwell cannot be categorized as any.
Asked this bitch not a goddamn thing about Epstein. I think it's probably been at least 6 months since the words Epstein were even spoken in the White House. Like, where does your kufi take you on this well, historic day? There's never been a first lady to come out and speak on like criminal charges of a pedophile or of a criminal of this magnitude and say that the victims need to be heard out in Congress. Like, do I need to hit the button?
Yes. So, besides the fact that she's just lying out of her ass about knowing the man and Maxwell, let's just say, but why would you need to come out and say that? That's the question. Why on earth would you need to come out and say something like this when no one has you expected? Do you know why you would come out and say something like this? Because you were in court, you were testifying, you were giving a deposition, and you were trying to cover your ass when all that stuff is about to come to light. So this is the first of many. This is her jumping ahead before we find out she was talking to somebody and asked for some type of immunity.
Do you think that there is like an article or something that's about to come out?
I think there's going to be some court records about to come out.
Oh, hold on. That's that. Now, court records is official. That means like jail time, or
well, maybe not jail time. You know how they be scared.
Maybe
but
maybe
an official record is about to come out.
Like like a deposition, or
she's been to both. Yeah, the deposition. That's what I said. A deposition is coming out,
or what do you call
one
it?
Of them congressional hearings. One of them damn a grand jury. Yeah.
She's asking for a congressional hearing, but this is the thing: be careful what you wish for, because we've already set a precedent for a president's wife being called to testify in Congress. Just happened a few months ago, or a month ago, or so, 2 months ago. The Clintons had to go testify. And did you know this? Did you guys know this little known fact? You don't have to testify against your husband or your wife unless you find it necessary. You guys,
you cannot be forced to testify against your significant other.
I didn't know that. Well, I knew it when I was a kid, but I found out from watching The Practice TV show. You ever watch TV? The Practice is a lawyer show. It was like Law and Order, but it was on ABC. It was like Law and Order, but the show was about the people. It was about the lawyers and their relationships with people as much as it was about the court cases. Or not as much.
It was definitely a Law and Order type show it probably was Law and Order.
It was Law and Order. It was Law and Order, but with like cooler lawyers. Yeah, cooler lawyers.
Did they mention that in Goodfellas when what's his face got arrested? Henry Hill got arrested, and they couldn't have his wife testify against him. I feel like gangster movies also, like maybe Godfather.